Hey guys, Chef Ryan here in the Growing Chefs Ontario classroom kitchen here at the Grove. And today I'm cooking with some friends.
My name is Alejandro.
And my name is Evan.
How long have you guys been doing programming with Growing Chefs?
About 4 years.
Yeah, I think about 4 years.
Perfect, so you guys are pros. Today we're going to be making some sweet potato and turkey chili. So let's take a look at everything we'll need for this recipe. So before we get cooking, we're going to make sure that all of our ingredients are prepped. It's a good idea to divide tasks when cooking with kids to make sure everything's organized. It's also a good idea to give them tasks that they're excited about so that they stay engaged. So Alejandro, I'm going to get you started on dicing our red pepper. Okay, so you can grab a red pepper there and split it in half with your knife. Yep. Just make sure you're using your bear claw. So yep, we're tucking our fingers under. Perfect, go all the way through. And then you have your scrap bowl here. So you can use your hands and sort of rip out the seeds and the stem. Yep, right over in this bowl here. And while Alejandro is taking the seeds out, I'm going to get you, Emmett, to start grating our garlic. So I have a little bowl there, our rasps, and you used this before, right? So you're just going to grate up both of those cloves of garlic right into that bowl. Just make sure you watch your fingers. Okay, perfect. So Alejandro, I'm gonna show you the size of the dice we're looking for. So remember to hold on with your bear claws, and then you're going to cut your pepper into strips very carefully, and then into little squares, okay? And I'll leave this one at the top of your cutting board so you can use it as a reference, okay? Perfect. Then you can put your nice cut pieces in this bowl here, okay, when you're done. Just make sure you leave that one reference. Perfect. Tap it, that's perfect. I'll take that. And then you can set that off to the side. Next, Emmett, you can start to dice the jalapenos. So I've already took the seeds out, they're pretty spicy. And if you wanna wear a glove, you can so that your fingers don't get spicy. So yep, you can cut that top stem off. And then you're going to cut it into strips. Yep. And then you can cut those pieces into smaller pieces. And then you can grab another little white bowl and we'll put your nice small cut pieces in there. Because Alejandro and Emmett are pros, they're going to be making this entire recipe from start to finish with me. However, if your kid starts to lose interest in what they're doing, that's okay. Having them complete 1 or 2 tasks will still make a strong connection with what they're eating. Okay guys, so how spicy do you want this chili to be?
I think I want it pretty spicy.
Because I have worked with Alejandro and Emmett many times in the past, I'm comfortable with them using knives today. If you're not comfortable with your kids using knives, that's okay. It's something that you can work up to. It's always important that you feel comfortable. So now that our peppers are all diced up, you guys are each going to work on a sweet potato. So we're going to begin by peeling our sweet potato. So you can set your knife down, grab your peeler, and how are we going to peel our potato? Are we going to peel it away from ourselves or towards ourselves? Away from ourselves, that's right. Why do you think that is?
So if you accidentally slip on a piece of it won't come flying at you.
Exactly, yeah, we don't want to cut ourselves. So, yeah, we can start peeling our potato. And then we're going to dice it. So you can put your peels right into your scrap bowl as well after you get them off. If you have any blemishes or anything like that, see this here? You can use this to scoop it out.
Oh, I was like, what is that? And
So
for
yeah,
this one,
yeah, you can do the same thing. So just sort of, yeah, perfect. Just do it twice. So now that you guys have your sweet potatoes peeled, I'll take them from you and you can tidy up your space. We'll sort of brush off our cutting boards into our scrap bowl. And I'm going to break down the sweet potato into smaller pieces for you. I find it's a lot easier to cut things when they're in smaller pieces. And then Alejandro, you can start cutting up these wedges into little cubes. So use your bear claw, cut it into cubes like this big, okay? And then Emmett, you're going to do the same thing. So cut it into little strips using your bear claw, and then into little cubes, just like this. And then we can put our nice cut pieces of sweet potato in here, okay? So for this one, it's on the flat side. So if you try to cut it like this, it'll wobble around on you, but if you put it on the flat side down, then it will stay in one place. So let's maybe cut it in half. Yep. And then exactly. Okay, and then I'll take your knife. You can take your glove off. And then you're gonna clean up your space as well, okay? Okay, so now that we have all of our ingredients prepped, it's time to get cooking. So into my pot, I have some olive oil. And I'm going to put in some ground turkey, okay? I want to brown the turkey off a little bit before I add any other ingredients. Can I hand this to you just to set it over there, please? Thank you. Alejandro, do you want to grab some salt? And we're going to sprinkle a little bit of salt onto our turkey. So you can come on over and throw it in. We'll do 2 more of those. We're going to keep adding some seasoning as we go. So we're building layers of flavor. Okay, so now we have our turkey and our oil in the pot. What do you think is going to be next out of these ingredients?
I think it'll be maybe the sweet potato.
Sweet potato? What about you?
I think it will be the tomato.
The tomatoes? No, it's going to be our onions next. Onions, they take a long time to sort of break down and cook so that you don't have that harsh onion flavor, okay? So after we brown our turkey off a little bit, we are going to add our onions. So for most of our programs, we pre-cut our onions because onions can be a little tricky to cut sometimes and they make you cry. Do you like cutting onions, Alejandro?
Not necessarily when it comes to right now.
Yeah. So can you hand me those onions? I'll get them into the pot with our turkey. Thank you. And I'll hand that back off to you. We're gonna cook our onion just till they soften a little bit with our turkey. And we have some spices today. Alejandro, do you know what spices these are?
Chili here.
Yes. So we have chili powder, which you got, cumin, which you got, and then oregano. So let's dump our spices in. Do you wanna dump the whole thing? Yep. Go for it. And then we'll set those off to the side. So we'll let this cook for a little bit and then we'll start adding more ingredients. Okay, so our onions have softened a little bit. We've toasted our spices in there with the turkey. So now we're going to add our tomato paste. Could you pass me the tomato paste, please? Thank you. We want to cook out our tomato paste a little bit before we add anything else so that it doesn't have like a raw, harsh tomato paste taste. We'll stir this in completely. And then we're going to start to add our things pretty quickly after this. So now that we've cooked out our tomato paste, we're going to start adding our ingredients pretty quickly. So could you hand me that garlic, please? Thank you. Thank you. I'll stir this in, and then once we can smell that garlic, then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients all together at the same time. So I'll take the peppers and the potatoes. Thank you. You can dump the potatoes in. I'll do this. Yep. Perfect. Alejandro, do you want to add the black beans, a can of black beans? You can bring them over and dump them right in. You guys can dump them in at the same time. And then I will add the diced tomatoes so that it doesn't splash up at you. So very carefully so it doesn't splash. Okay, so we've got everything in our pot. How long do you think we're going to cook this for?
I think around 20 minutes. Yeah.
20 minutes, perfect. Yes, that's exactly right. And then we'll taste it after the 20 minutes and see if the seasoning is where we want it to be. Okay, so it's been about 20-25 minutes and our turkey chili is ready. I know this because when I pierce one of these sweet potatoes with a fork, it goes in nice and easily. See how it breaks up? So now I think we should give it a try. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So grab a spoon and we'll see if the seasoning is where we want it to be. How is it?
Very
Crunchy.
Crunchy? What was crunchy? Whoa, it's tender.
Tender. And the bean had a little bit of a crunch.
The bean? How about the salt level?
Perfect.
You think it's perfect? So I think it needs a little bit more salt.
I think it needs more spice.
It could use a little bit more spice. So instead of taking the seeds out of our jalapeno, we could have left them in.
Yeah,
That would have made it even more spicy. Or what else could we add?
We could add
chili flakes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Some red chili flakes. Okay, so we added a little bit more salt and we're happy with the seasoning now. So Alejandro, do you want to grab some bowls and we'll bowl it up? If you could hand me that spoon there. Thank you. Perfect. So we'll try a little bowl. How is it?
very nice. The chili itself goes very well with the turkey and all the vegetables.
Nice. What do you think? Good? A little better with those chili flakes on top? So cooking is all about seasoning and finding what's best for you. So my friend Emmett here wants it a little bit more spicy, so he just added some chili flakes on top. And there it is, our sweet potato and turkey chili recipe. I'm Chef Ryan from Growing Chefs Ontario.
I'm Alejandro.
And I'm Emma.
And we hope you like this recipe.